Hey folks, Dan Frio here with a rate update. Today is June 21st, 2021. The news out today is what's the Fed going to do? And then we're going to answer that hopefully next. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Okay, what a crazy market. Okay, we have the stock market up almost 600 points today, and mortgage rates are starting to increase more again because of the word inflation. Well, another key word that's coming out right now is tapering. So what does taper mean? You'll hear, well, the Fed's going to start tapering. The Fed's going to taper. What does that mean? Okay, so basically here's what happens mortgage rates are determined, the biggest piece of the puzzle are by mortgage-backed securities. It's a bond that trades on Wall Street. Okay, so it's an investment, it's a bond. Then you have the stock market, all right? So normally when the stock market's rallying, everybody's putting their money in the stocks. They're not putting their money or buying mortgage-backed securities or bonds, and usually the bond prices drop and yields go up. Well, what we've seen over the last several years is there's a ton of money in the system because the government is printing money, sending out people stimulus checks, giving them extra unemployment money. They're doing all kinds of things. So they're pushing a bunch of money into the economy. That money is then flowing into the stock market. Stocks are rising, okay? But what's happened though is you have the Federal Reserve, they're stepping in to put a taper on spiking of rates. They're buying tons of mortgage-backed securities in the tune of minimally $40 billion a month. Okay, so that creates a big demand for that mortgage-backed security bond. So as you keep buying and buying and buying, it increases the price. And what do we know about mortgage-backed securities? As the price goes up, the yield comes down. Okay, what's causing that? Again, the Fed is pumping billions into that market, buying it up, or paying a ton of money for mortgage-backed securities. What tapering means is they're going to slow down buying. So it's going to lessen demand. So what's going to happen to the price? Prices are going to start to drop. What happens when prices drop? Rates go up. That's the basis of what we talk about the Fed tapering. Now, there's a bunch of people on completely different sides of the taper trade, and I just want to keep you up to date on this. So the headlines right now is here's why the markets may be wrong about the Federal Reserve and interest rates. Many people are saying they got to taper. They have to taper. They have to start moving up rates. Well, the biggest reason for that is inflation. Okay, but the Fed still says inflation is going to be short-lived because they know people have a lot of excess money. Now, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I know there's probably a lot of people that are really struggling right now. What I'm saying is the majority of people, and this is you can do studies on this through all kind of different things on the internet and government reports and everything. It's showing that 70% of the people that got the last stimulus check saved it or bought stocks with it or Bitcoin or other investments. That's just the facts, okay? So the majority of people out in the economy right now didn't need the stimulus money, so they used that money for investments or whatever else. Okay, so that's basically what's the backdrop of what's going on with all of this. Okay, so let me just jump in and tell you or show you what happened with mortgage-backed securities today. Okay, they're down. Again, what did we say about down? When the price goes down, mortgage rates go up. All right, so let's go back and see what we've done in the last couple days. All right, so this isn't really freaking me out, and let me explain why. Okay, March 29th, all the way through the middle of May, we had this nice little rally. Okay, and then all of a sudden, inflation fears started easing its head again at that point, and the Federal Reserve came out, and everybody's really concerned about what the Fed's going to do, and this is the time frame last month of when the Fed came out with their information. Okay, and you can see we had a dramatic drop right through here. Then we stabilized, we tapered, and then we came back up to kind of normal levels. All right, so that's what happened here. Then we stayed stagnant throughout this whole time, and then again, it started the fear of inflation, and the Fed came back into the system, deteriorated the system. Then I said, we're probably going to come back to right about here. We did. Now the market's hiccuping again. So there's a lot of data out there that I think once it blends through, we're going to stabilize right in this region here. Okay, so I won't go through the specifics on this, but what I'm telling you on this in this area, this is what's happening to the mortgage-backed security price over the last quarter. All these lines are resistance levels. So you have a resistance level here, the straight lines across, those are called Fibonacci levels. And then you have 200-day, 100-day, 50 and 25-day moving averages. And those are all these other squiggly lines. Okay, I'm actually just going to throw those out right now and say, where should we be staying? Where should we be trading in this realm? Well, we should be trading right in this range for numerous reasons. But again, when there's news that just pops out there, and you're always going to hear this inflation and taper news, it's going to it's going to distract from the market and really cause eruptions in the market. Okay, that's my easiest and simplest way to put this to make it make common sense. All right, so let's see what happened today during the day. Look at this. This is nuts. And then you had somebody selling, just dramatically selling right around 10 o'clock, and then it stabilized. I like the stability, okay? Here's what's causing this. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, Federal Chairman Powell's going to talk. Huge speech, huge. I'm going to be basically offline and not doing anything, and I'm going to be figuring out what is he saying. Now, guys, what is going to go on long term? Well, we can't keep feeding this addiction of low rates, low rates, low rates. It's almost an addiction in all the markets, Wall Street, in the bond market, and everything. And the Fed is the biggest supplier. Okay, once the Fed starts to come out of the system, everything's going to kind of go crazy for a long time. Just think of it as I'll just say an addict. Sorry, that addict takes away all of their drugs. Okay, they go through this phase. It's miserable. And then they get back to life again. We're going to see that. And sorry about the analogy, but that's the best analogy I can make. So that's the news. Basically, I'm going to stop right there. That is the biggest news coming out this week. All right. So let's go on to the rest of the information that we have for you. I do have an update on rates. This is starting to blend through and really start coming in a little more accurate. But what this is it's Black Knight surveys mortgage lenders all throughout the country, and we send in what our rates are, and this is a blend of where we are throughout the whole country. Now, I have people coming in and saying, Dan, I just got a conforming rate at 2.4. Guys, I don't know how you did that. God bless you, but you're almost 1% under the market norm. Okay, you might be a wealthy person that went to your wealth advisor company and they gave you some boutique program, but on average, these are what rates are on 30 years. Now, I don't go over the 15 and the 20 and the 18s and the 5s and all that because we'd be here all day, but I just want to give you a benchmark of where rates are. 30-year conforming, jumbo, FHA, and VA. 3.22, 3.13, 3.28, 2.81. Now, we got what changes have taken effect in the last day, week, and month. That's what the delta means. 1 day change, 7-day change, 4-week change. There isn't really anything there. Unless you get to an adjustment of 0.1 like we see here or higher, you're not going to see a change in rates. Okay, so we really haven't seen a change in rates from Friday. I don't know how. I'm going to have to start double checking some of their charts here and maybe analyzing some other rates throughout the country, because it really doesn't make any sense. How are rates two basis points lower today than where we were on Friday, but we have a 16% drop or 16 basis point drop, and when this drops that much, rates go up. Okay, so I'm going to have to start doing a new analysis and double checking and cross-referencing this with other places, because this is basically the standard in the U.S. of where we all find our average rates and a bunch of other things. So I'll do a little bit more research there. But we really haven't seen much change in the last day, week, or month. But again, guys, if you go back to this chart, we've seen a dramatic change in the last week, and you can see it right here. So that's why I'm questioning Black Knight's information here, and I'll do my due diligence there. So what I try to ask people at the end of each video, that's it for today. Hopefully I've gave you some insight, but tomorrow should be a big day out. As soon as Federal Reserve Chairman Powell speaks, I'll send out a special alert and let you guys know what's going on. But hopefully you found out from information on what tapering means and some other areas mean. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, click the bell so every time I post a video, you get an alert. I'm trying to educate you guys so you know programs that are out there and what we do for a living. And this is what we do. I'm trying to show you the knowledge that we have at the Frio team. We're not just that mortgage company. You're going to go click, 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 get the best rate in town at the no fees and so forth, and just put your loan through. And when they get to your loan, they get to it. It might close in a month or 2 or 3 or 4 because you're just one of a bazillion people applying. We want to help people. We want to consult with people. We want to work with you to say, here's why you're getting what you're getting. Here's how we might be able to help you with your credit scores. Here's some ideas on different programs you didn't think of, and so forth, to put you into the perfect program with the perfect rate and the perfect interest rates. So I ask people this every day, and I get a lot of these every day, but I'm just asking you guys out there who's watching. If you're in the process right now of getting a mortgage, please send me your loan estimate. I need it in writing because I want to go through it with due diligence, and I'm going to go through that. What the loan estimate is, you'll know if you're in the mortgage process right now. You get a quote back from a company. Verbals don't mean anything because you're seeing that mortgage rates are changing by the hour. So when you call me and say, hey, I got this quote last week, guys, that's irrelevant today because that price or that number's changed. It's like buying a stock. Where the stock was a week or 2 ago, don't care because I can't buy it at that price today. But if you're in that process, you have to receive legally what's called a loan estimate. It goes through your rate, your fees, everything to a T. Send that to me. I'll go through it with a red pen and a fine-tooth comb and show you what they're giving you versus what I can give you. Sometimes I can't win. I'll say, God bless you, sign with them and be on your way. But many times we can help you. If you haven't started your mortgage process, I've talked about 5 people today. Their rates are 4.5 and higher. Please, guys, do me one big favor. I'm going to ask you one thing. Email me a copy of your mortgage statement and what you think your credit score is. That's it. Let me do a mortgage analysis, send that back to you saying, here's what I can or can't do. I do have several people that emailed me, and I did an email purge this weekend because I had about 50,000 emails. I have some people that reached out to me with their loan estimates, but I have their data on my desk, but I purged their emails. So I don't know who you are. I have your names, but I can't find your emails or anything. So if you sent me your loan estimate within the last, sometime last week, please reach back out to me and let me know if I haven't gotten back with you, because I usually get back with you in like an hour or 2 at the most. Okay, but if you're buying a house, we'd love to work with you. We can probably find you a realtor in your area. We can get you pre-approved within hours and put everything in the palm of your hand. You can get your pre-approval right here, and as you go look at homes, you can update it, print it, and if you want to put in an offer on that house, you can print out your pre-approval letter right there. And you can watch your mortgage process from basically the day of your application all the way to the keys in your hand. So I'm going to show you how to apply online. And if you're in a forbearance, all I ask you to do is call us because you need an exit strategy. And there could be 50 million ways to get out of the forbearance that you're in, and we can educate you guys on that. So how do you reach out to us? Well, what I ask you to do is please go to my YouTube channel, and that's right here, The Rate Update with Dan Frio. There's 900 videos, and we are closing in on 14,000 subscribers. I think we're a couple short. So if you guys would subscribe today, I would greatly appreciate it. But to apply, go to therateupdate.com. Click right here. That's it. That'll launch you right on your way. If you're looking to buy a home or refinance, click that and you're on your way. If you'd like to talk to us, scroll down, give us a call, 844-775-LOAN. Okay? Another way you can do it is if you want a consultation with me personally, go up and hit the Calendly leads or calendar events. You can pick a 15, 30, or 60-minute consultation. Just click it. It'll open up a calendar, show the dates and times I have available. You click it, and then at that day and time, I will be reaching out to you to go over any and all questions you have. So that is it for today, guys. I thank you for watching. God bless. Hope you had a great Monday. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.